Hello, friend. So I just got back home and I wanted to show you guys one of my favorite snacks. So I actually eat these whenever I'm like not trying to do better. These aren't like a healthy snack, but they're really filling and I love to eat these just like to throw in my lunch or Gabe's lunch. We've been making these for so long. Like I've probably been eating these since I was a kid. This is like a recipe my mom used. So what you're gonna need is some quick oats. So I got the Walmart brand. You see the big jar. You're gonna need some chia seeds, some pineapple, some coconut. I like white chocolate and Gabe likes chocolate, so I just mix the two. I always get the mini ones, but they never have mini white chocolate chips, so I do a little bit of white and then the mini chocolate chips. The mini chocolate chips mix better into the mixture. You can use honey and maple syrup or either or both. I like to use both, so I did some maple and then some honey. And then this is the only, I don't know if there's like a peanut butter shortage or like an almond butter shortage, but this was the only one I could find at Walmart. So I got the creamy honey almond butter. It's the Sam's Choice, so like Walmart brand. So hopefully, I don't know about the ingredients. I usually get the Justin's brand, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that. So I made it so you can see the bowl and not me, but you're supposed to measure, and I usually don't measure, so I'm gonna try to remember the measurings. But I'm gonna do a cup of the oats. Well, let's do 2 cups of oats. And I think you're supposed to get the regular oats, but I got the quick ones, so I think I've already messed up. I'm gonna do a little sprinkle of chia seeds, because you can't really taste them, but they're like good for you. Just like that much. The coconut is my favorite, so I'm gonna put a good amount of that. The chocolate chips are where I go crazy, so I'm just gonna do 1/3 cup of the mini chocolate chips and a little bit over. And then a little bit less than 1/3 of the white chocolates because they're like bigger. I could kind of like chop them up maybe. I'm gonna do a drizzle of maple syrup. I usually do a sugar-free one, but like I said, I feel like Walmart was like out of a ton of stuff, so I just got this one. And then I got this type of honey. I'm just gonna do like a drizzle. The honey is what makes it stick together, so I'm just gonna do a little drizzly do. And then this almond butter is like super liquidy, so about like that much. Perfect. And then you're just gonna mix it until it looks like everything is starting to stick together. You might have to add more almond butter and more honey to make it start sticking, but I'll come back and show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay, once you mix it a ton and it looks like this, then you're gonna make balls out of it and stick them in the fridge for like an hour or 2 until they're hard, and then you eat them and it's like cookie dough. Okay, so they're not perfect, and I started off really small, but then made them a little bit bigger. So with this size, I'll probably eat 2, and then with this size, I'll probably just eat 1. But these are so good for a quick little snack that you can pop in your mouth, and they have the chocolate, the protein from the almond butter, and the oats, and they're so stinking good.